Monster Hunter Wilds' first free title update came out, and while at the end of May we're going to be getting a Capcom collaboration and some additional features, I just want to talk about the stuff that's already been released. First, the Grand Hub, a social setting for people to hang out and eat dinner together before going out on a hunt. I feel like this is something that should have been in the base game, but it wasn't, but they've put it in. That's the main thing that we need to take from that. Arena quests also got added, which give you a weapon and armor to run through the boss as quick as you can to get yourself in the leaderboards. I feel like arena quests should have also been in the base game, but they're in now. As lovely as the Grand Hub was, the Festival of Accord, the Blossom Dance, has been added and it's just cherry blossoms everywhere. It's very beautiful and pink. It's a really nice change up and I like this, and obviously that seasonal event will end at some point. But if you have Monster Hunter Wilds and you've not done the event yet, go get some Blossom Dance tickets. I think that's what they are. As the outfits are really cool, I really enjoy them, and when you change up like the colour scheme and that to match it to your own style, like I think they look really good. Now let's get into the monsters. Mitsune was revealed and I was kind of disappointed by this as I had already fought it through low, high and master rank on Monster Hunter Rise. But I overlooked a huge factor between Rise and Wilds, and that is Wilds doesn't have wire bugs. The movement options and escape windows are more intentional within Wilds, so Mitsune actually was more exciting to fight. Its slippery movement, its water-based attacks as it streams beams at you, and its bubble attacks that just can make you slip and slide around the place. But there's also a physical attack that is outrageous damage, and it's the Tail Slam. This, on the tempered version of Mitsune, essentially just flatlines me every single time if I don't dodge it. But one beautiful thing that they added is after Mitsune's head has been broken twice and the monster enters its enraged state, it will form a blue fiery glow around its eye, similar to Soulseer Mitsune, and in this state it can spit fire element bubbles and perform attacks similar to Soulseer Mitsune, which was a variant from previous games. I had to Google this information, but when I found out why its eye was actually blue, I thought it was just the coolest thing that they did, as Soulseer Mitsune is its own thing and this Mitsune is kind of capable of using those attack patterns. Like, it's a middle ground between a normal Mitsune and the Soulseer variant. And one thing that makes this even better is the tempered Mitsune actually has this from the get-go. As soon as it enrages, one of its eyes are already damaged, therefore it instantly just goes into this Soulseer state, and I really enjoyed that. But let's check out the armors. Both sets for the hunters feel grandiose, fantastical, samurai-esque, and while I might not love them, they likely do have an audience of people who will wear these. The Palico set kind of falls into a similar bracket. I don't like it, but I'm sure others will. I do like the mask, and an umbrella weapon is kind of funny as well. I really do like the hunter weapons though for Mitsune. I think they look clean and deadly while matching the style of the armor set. The Charge Blade one, I think, just looks great. With all this said, I'm gonna put Mitsune in A tier. Now, from the low rank fight with Zoshia, it had already found its way into the S tier slot, and with the high rank equivalent, it's not going to be going anywhere else. Zoshia's high rank fight is so intense. The way it slams its hands down to create these Wilk explosions, when it scatters its fireballs that bounce across the ground, it's summoning lightning that spans across an area, and the arena-sized fire attack that just spreads across everywhere unless you can create open space to stand. This construct was one of the best fights in the base game, and its high rank equivalent is just as epic, if not more so. Now let's talk about the armor. The Weeping Angel and the Choke Me Daddy set are odd, kind of alien tentacles and bones. I think they're unique and interesting to be sure, but I don't really love the design. The weapons on the other hand are these Wilk white forms with black cores that pulse a blue light inside. I think all of these look awesome and I really enjoyed them. Raidao was already an S tier monster in my eyes. It was my favourite new monster and my favourite addition to this game. So Arc Tempered Raidao, I really wanted them to pull out all the stops and get it right, and they succeeded. When Raidao attacks with its wings, lightning now strikes down on the ground, meaning that blocking these attacks or slightly dodging isn't going to be enough. It's also charging up its rail cannon attacks much quicker, and there's certain moments where it just tilts its head or turns from attacking a different target and focuses you. There was one moment where it was attacking Clem and then while I was healing it just turned its head and fired its cannon off at me, and this was so amazing to see. I love the fact that its AI changed the focus because I was free to attack. For me, it's just so hard not to love this monster. They've just given it full control over its thunder attacks, which is something I felt it should have already been doing, but I do understand kind of holding back so they could just dial it up more later on. Now, Arc-Tempered Raydao doesn't come with a new weapon, but it comes with a new armor set. And personally, it's just the same armor set but with blue on it. I think it looks fine, it's not an armor set that I'm solely into. I don't love it. But the monster itself is such a iconic staple for this game, and I love that enough to keep this thing in S tier. And that's it, that's all I really wanted to talk about with Monster Hunter Wilds Title Update 1. Title Update 2 will be coming, and obviously we'll be getting Legiacris, which was already teased, and most likely we'll get Ulfduna's Arc-Tempered variant, which I hope they really pull out the stops on, because that monster could have been incredible. It's just very boring, and that needs to get sorted. But as always, thank you for watching, listening to me ramble about nonsense that I'm interested in, and yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. Feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about the armors, the outfits, and just the overall update. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day and or evening, and I'll catch you next time.